Is it good? Okay, right. This is BTF Group Coach Task 3. It is the 21st of February. Simon Flynn is the coach, and I've got 3 willing volunteers. And we are doing the bunny hop session, which you should have in front of you. Okay, right, into the session. So we're going to learn to bunny hop over the next 15 minutes or so. Thank you for volunteering. Before I demonstrate, in fact, I will demonstrate what a bunny hop looks like, and then we can talk about why you might need to do it. All right, so just stand somewhere where you can see those little blue noodles and prepare to be amazed. Hopefully the noodle didn't move. Okay, very underwhelming. Right, so that's a bunny hop. So in triathlon, why do you think you might need to know how to do a bunny hop? Potholes, debris, curbs when you're out riding. I use it mostly for going up and down curbs. There's not a full bunny hop when I do that. People falling off their bike, I've seen that before. Someone laying across the road and you spot them last minute. Yeah, I might give them a little clip of my wheel. But yeah, there's plenty of reasons why you might need to lift your bike off the ground. And you saw then that was only a few inches, but that will clear most debris or potholes and stuff that you see in the road. And with a bit of speed, you'll travel quite far while your bike is off the ground. All right. Boiled down, a bunny hop is not you pulling the bike off the ground, it's your shifting weight to make the bike or the wheels leave the ground. So we're going to go through a series of progressions to get you hopefully to a bunny hop in about 15 minutes. All right. So the first one is just going from the neutral position to the ready position. So I'll just demonstrate this coming across here. So this is the neutral position, okay? On your bike, seated, up into the ready position. Chest low, hips back. Neutral, ready, okay? So what I want you to do is just do a couple of laps around this little area here, just going from the neutral position into the ready position. So chest low, hips back when you're in the ready position, all right? So just start with that and then we'll move on to actually lifting the wheels off the ground. As you come up off your seat, just shift your hips back ever so slightly as you lower your chest towards your handlebars. Okay, stop there, Maddie. All right, if you just stop there and then we'll move on. So, got an audience now. Right, I said at the start, so a bunny hop is to do with the shifting of weight on the bike. Okay, so from the ready position like you just had, we want to practice shifting our weight. A bunny hop, ideally, in the best form, is where the front wheel comes off first, followed by the back wheel. So you're going to unload the weight from the front first, and then you're going to unload the weight from the back. Okay, so I'll just demonstrate how to do that. We're still not lifting any wheels off the ground. So from the ready position, you're going to unload the front first by coming back and then moving forward to unload the back wheel. So shifting between those two positions as if you are going to lift the wheel that you are unloading. Does that make sense? Okay, so another couple of laps, just going between shifting the weight forward and back as if you're unloading each of the wheels, okay? Try and get your hips just behind your seat post when you're unloading the front wheel. Yeah, it might help if you have a lower seat, but don't worry about it for now. All right, one more lap and then we'll move on. All right, if you come back in. Right, we're going to move on now to the front wheel lift, which is the first wheel that lifts ideally when you do a bunny hop. Okay, so you know how to shift your weight backwards, so you're going to unload the weight off the front wheel, and then to lift it up, instead of just jerking it straight up by pulling the handlebars, it's a scooping motion. So it should be forward and up like that, with your forearms moving forward as your weight is shifted backwards. Okay, so I'll try to demonstrate what that looks like. So from that ready position, shift the weight backwards, scoop up. Okay, you're pushing the handlebars forward as that weight is shifted towards the back. I'll just demonstrate it one more time. Ready position, weight shift back, scoop up. Okay, I'll just slow it down a bit there, but you get the idea. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that high, you know, just an inch off the ground to get the motion, but weight shift back, scoop forward. Does that make sense? Okay, give that a minute or so of practice, 2 or 3 laps, and see how you get on. All right. You might want a little bit more speed. Try and force your arms forward a bit, Maddie. That's it, Emily. Nice. Okay, so if you come back in. What time are we on? 9. Okay. Cool. So I saw all of you get your wheel off the ground in that little practice, and you all seem to be shifting your weight correctly and moving your arms forward and actually getting the wheel up in that scooping motion. All right. The second part of the bunny hop is getting the back wheel off the ground. Okay, so it starts with a weight shift, but you're going the other way now. So like you practiced earlier, it's the weight shift going forward over the handlebars, and your knees bending, and as you unload the weight from the back wheel, you should be able to lift up. So as you extend up, the back wheel should be able to come off the ground. I'll just show you what it looks like. So we're just doing the back wheel now, and then we'll put them both together. So to lift the back wheel, shift the weight forward and unload. Okay, you want to get right over the top of the handlebars, like that. Okay, any questions? My feet were not attached to the pedals. So it's a push forward, unload, and lift your legs up. Okay, have a go at that. This element of the bunny hop is a bit trickier. Okay, you might find it easier, Emily, with being clipped in because you're clearly going to pull it off the ground. But have a go, and we'll just see how you get on. All right. That's it, Emily. Like as your hips come up, watch Emily in front of you. As her hips are coming up, the back wheel is coming off the ground. It's that unloading of the weight and shifting your chest over your handlebars.
So unnatural,
It is unnatural. Yeah. Let's have a look at this. Nice. Really good. Yeah. Shift your chest a bit further forward. See if you can move your chest a bit further forward to unload the back wheel more.
not late for this.
Okay. If you come back, say again, sorry. In some ways, because you clearly it's a slightly different technique when you're clipped in, because your feet are essentially pulling the back wheel off the ground rather than just using the unloading of the weight. We'll move on to the final little drill, as in putting it together. But it's just if you can't get it now, don't worry. It's just something you can practice. Yeah, when you're out riding and stuff. Probably not on a 20 degree decline hill or something, but cool. So you can shift your weight, you can lift the front wheel, you can lift the back wheel. You just need to put them together. Okay. Start in a minute by finding just a line on the ground and trying to put them both together and bunny hopping over a line. And if you want to, you can move on to jumping over these little foam noodles I've got on the ground. Okay, so I'll just show you again a demo from the start what a bunny hop looks like. It's quite aggressive when you shift your weight and actually pull it off the ground. A road bike is not the easiest bike to do it on. The mountain bike is much easier, or maybe a gravel bike if the seat post is a little lower. But have a go round here, 2 or 3 laps. Just find a twig or something that you're going to aim to jump over, and if you feel like it, have a go at going over these noodles. It doesn't matter if you roll over them; it's just going to squash down because they're pretty soft. All right. Any questions on that? No. Okay. Yeah. Yes, right.
13.5.
I'm getting them up at the same time.
So that doesn't matter as well. If you're going at a certain speed, you can just do one and then the other, the front wheel, then the rear wheel. That's what I do when I'm going up and down a curb, particularly up a curb. Front wheel up, then the rear wheel up, rather than a full bunny hop. Nice, nice. Right. Can we? You got this in your locker? Okay. Right, one or two more laps, and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, definitely. That was definitely the front wheel. Yeah. Even if you just do the front wheel, you unload it enough that if you hit a root or something, it's going to be far less impactful on your bike. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You squashed it. Let's see it again. Let's see your best bunny hop. No. I mean, you cleared the ground. Just went a bit early. Right, if you come back in here, I think that's about 15 minutes. So just a quick recap. So a bunny hop, I think it's massively worth having it a skill in your locker for racing and normal riding to clear any sort of obstacle on the ground. It's all to do with the shifting of your weight forward and backwards rather than just pulling the bike off the ground. It can be easier when you're clipped in. I've sort of used to do it as a kid, so used to doing it in trainers. It's not something that clearly you can get straight away. You will need to practice it. So next time you're out or when you're going up and down a curb, just try practicing lifting that front wheel, shifting your weight around and getting that back wheel off the ground, and eventually you'll just do it without thinking. All right. That's the end of the session. Any questions on that? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.